Hello and welcome everyone, this is Yoda from GamingBlaze.org and we got ourselves 1v1 on between Clever and Temptation. Clever is going to be an Isengard player starting with Furnace and a Barrack, and Temptation decided to go double Mineshafts as a Dwarf. The PowerPoints here, Dwarf hasn't been chosen yet PowerPoint wisely, while Isengard decided to go Crabbeist right after bat as the first PowerPoint. Let's check out if they choose random factions. It seems that Clever chose an Isengard and Temptation got himself random, while Actelion was an observer. And here we go. Hall of Warriors, another builder is going to check out for some mineshafts. He will create mineshaft, I guess near the Troller. He was about to bait those crab eyes. They are now disappearing. On the side of Isengard, Clever got to rush his opponent because of his start. He got himself one Furnace and Uruk, but as fast as possible. Running call chosen for the Dwarven player as a PowerPoint, so he is not really cautious about his mineshafts or Hall of Warriors that is tougher. He would rather creep them up as fast as possible with pikes, then go with Guardians to defend his base. Isengard player is moving forward in order to check the mineshafts near the Warclar. And the Troller as well. He is checking for the sites where Dwarf can place the mineshafts and take him down very quickly. As we can see, Temptation got himself a builder in the corner over there, and he's going to throw the mineshaft later on. In the meantime, he was able to creep, running on the pikes, and he's going to take down the Troller fairly quickly. Isengard player with the help of a builder saw the mineshaft, so he is aware that most of the time Dwarven player is going to creep, and this is actually what's happening over there. 400 resources for the Dwarven player, and he is going to take an into his control in order to produce some annoying hobbits in the meantime on the sides of the map. At the same time, Isengard player decided to go for the mineshafts, not allowing the Dwarven player to escape his base and not allowing him to attack his own base. Just supply stack him, and also not allowing those Guardians to get away and use the Hall of Warriors effectively, which does not happen. Only one mineshaft went down. Isengard player decided to get away with Uruk-hais in the meantime, and at the same time there is an attack. I don't know why Crabines were used over there where they're not debuffing anything, but it's okay. Guardians are here, it seems, just to check out the layout of the base of the Isengard player, and this is actually what's happening. In the meantime, Isengard decided to go for crossbows, which is a good answer towards infantry units of the Dwarven player. In the meantime, Dwarven player is going to creep another Warclar near his base, near the base of his opponent on the top side, and forcing one battalion of Uruk-hais to go near the Guardians. This is Miss Micro, but he got to do it in order to save the Furnaces. As we can see, crossbows good against infantry for now at least. Definitely berserkers could be more useful, and hobbits appear on the map. Also, in the meantime, Isengard player was able to capture the inn and produce some Corsairs. Transition towards fort works from the Dwarven player. It means that there will be some battle wagons. As we saw, Clever is on host rather. I don't think so that Actelion is going to host for them, as they're placed in Europe and Actelion is in, if I'm not mistaken, South America. So in Argentina or something like that. So I don't think so that he's going to be a host. And here you go, crossbows are dealing damage towards Guardians. Guardians got defensive stance in order to tank this damage. In the meantime, let's check the command points. 400 command points for the Isengard player. His aggressively trying to deal as much damage as possible, and 450 for the Dwarven player. So Dwarven player got an advantage. He's creeping on most of the sides of the map. There is a mismanagement over here, and systematic troll is going to knock down those guardians with the running call. But there is a mineshaft, so if Dwarf only desire, he can creep the troller fairly easy at the moment, forcing the Isengard player also to take down some of those furnaces using the charge attack in order to deal some damage and get additional speed bonus, which is 25%. In the meantime, we got lures on the battlefield. Early lures is really important for the Isengard player due to the fact that Dwarven heroes are really tough and you would like to have level at least 3, almost 4, when, for example, glowing appear on the map. Also, really important thing to know about Isengard against Dwarven gameplay is that Dwarf most likely is going to go for battle wagons and skip the archer range for the time being, at least, if he will see that the Isengard player is not going for any pikes, and definitely Isengard player is not going for pikes if his opponent got himself only infantry units. Really good micro there and there for the Isengard player, I got to be honest. He's able to check all the creeps on the map, trying to catch some additional mineshafts. Of course, battle wagon will clear up the Uruk heights, but it also buy time for the clever to receive pikes on the map. And this is actually what's going to happen. We'll see Berserkers will be here, preoccupied formation, which gives him 65% of defense bonus. But there is a charge attack, and they're going into the Uruk crossbones. Of course, the crossbones will take down the guardians fairly easily, but the entire battalion may go down as well. In the meantime, as we can see, Lurs is on level 3. As I said before, Lurs on level 3, almost level 4, is a way to go. Change of the angle of the weapon. So we got the bow at the moment to deal damage towards the battle wagon, another battle wagon on the battlefield. And let's check the amount of resources and command points field. We can see that industry was used, 300 more resources from this furnace that was created first from the Isengard player. In the meantime, his opponent got himself 9 power points, so it seems that Isengard in power points department is getting better and better than his opponent for time being. And department of command points, as we can see, Dwarf is run supreme. 2 battle wagons over there. Pikes are here to protect the Corsairs, but it's not enough, and battle wagons will get away as fast as possible. A really good checkout on the Isengard players, as I mentioned before. He saw everything that's happening at the moment. Man of Dale is going to be part of the choice for the Dwarven player at the moment, and we'll see who will get the treasures out of the troller. It's going to be Isengard completely, I think, so 400 resources if he's going to take the treasures here after killing the pikes are going to belong to him. We can see Man of Dale been summoned because there was a decent amount of attack with pikes, and of course battle wagons are not able to deal any kind of damage towards pikes without Man of Dale nearby, so Man of Dale are going to clear up the pikes. Crossbones will be taken down, or rather their time will be no more. And Isengard player is in trouble at the moment. Lurs is on level 4, but as we can see, we haven't seen any kind of hero yet from Temptation. Temptation got himself banner carry on the fortress, so now he's going to go for heroes to make them 10% cheaper, which was a really wise idea. Man of Dale, their time is they're really long in the battlefield. So we got to be really careful. As you can see, Lurs is getting heavy damage over there, going into the red bar category, and he got to be really careful to not die here. Definitely you don't want to lose your Lurs for the Man of Dale that been just summoned. Isengard player got himself expansions and heal structure and crossbones in order to see most of the map and not to be kept off guard by the builders or anything like that. Temptation was able to throw a wall hop and protect his own builder. In the meantime, Isengard player is still pressuring his opponent, and he's doing pretty decent job, although it's always 750 command points for the Dwarven player, so Dwarven player is still producing and creating more mineshafts that Isengard player is trying to take down. Men of Dale, as we can see, is not they are not disappearing that fast, and they will be annoying on the battlefield for time being. In the meantime, Isengard is going to chill out near the base, healing the lures most definitely. In the meantime, also dealing damage with Corsairs, being annoying against battle wagons, and not allowing them to leave base of the Dwarven player in order to deal any more damage. Again, in was taken by the Isengard player just to deal additional damage, just to be annoying, running all the Guardians. Those Guardians will be able to take down Urukhais. But in the meantime, I think Corsairs will be able to clear them up fairly easily. Battle wagons moving in with the Man of Dale on top of it. We can see first hero, which is Glon. He's on level 1 still, just because he just appeared on the map. And let's check the mineshaft. In the mineshaft, we got only one battalion of pikes for the Isengard, for the Dwarven player. And as we can see, Glon is placed on the side. Lurs is aware of it. Clever will definitely react and try to kill Glowing as fast as possible, get himself additional command power points to his collection, maybe for devastation, which could be definitely useful tool against battle wagons, because it can stomp battle wagons for a time being around 10 seconds. More and more pikes, no level 2, 2k resource at the moment, and we got Cripple onto the Glowing. Slam may be used, but I don't think so it's going to be utilized here. It is utilized, but it seems that with Cripple he's not able to deal much. Ooh, Battle Wagons goes into the pikes, and now Slam is going to be used. Heal as well to heal up Glowing, and I think he will be forced to get away. He cannot withstand this army. There is another battle wagon from the back, and it's cleared up all those crossbones at the moment. Battalion of pikes still moving forward. Level 4 at the moment for Glowing. 12 power points at the moment for the Isengard player, and 6 for the Dwarven player after getting heal. It was enough to force Lures to retreat, although Carnage could be used before, and it could deal definitely decent amount of damage towards his opponent. Carnage not available, and Cripple as well, but it seems that this Glowing is going to be taken down. Also, N is going to belong to the Isengard again. In the meantime, Isengard is going for some lumber mills, additional lumber mills. Industry is almost available for this furnace again. After taking a heal, Temptation decided to get himself 6 power points. And he got himself King Dane on the battlefield, so Pig Lord is on the battlefield. On the side of Isengard, we got Wormtongue with Venom Words. Really good against the Dwarves, to be honest. Venom Words lower the speed of the heroes, lower the speed of any kind of unit on the battlefield, and as we know, Dwarves are really slow. So this is good addition against Isengard player, against Dwarven player. Definitely against battle wagons could be effective. Maybe devastation should be here as well. There is an side decent attack from the Dwarven player with the Rhine Call. 3 battalions, 2 battalions of Guardians, 1 battalion of Pikes. Pikes really effectively can take down any pits, but it seems that in this point it's not going to happen. Uruk pit received level 2, this is really important. Berserkers are doing the splash damage, so it's really worth to possess it, possess this kind of unit. And Battle Wagon get into the Pikes, because it is in the hold grandstands, it's not been taken down. King Dane is working towards level 2 at the moment, and later level 4 in order to get Mighty Rage. Really good support hero, and he got the Almighty Pig at the moment. So this is why you build this hero. Really lovely one, definitely on level 9. although the damage and the speed of the damage that he's dealing is better when you get him on foot. Guardians and pikes are dealing decent amount of damage towards the furnaces and lumber mills of the Isengard player. Isengard is going straight for the Watcher. It seems that he is not going for anything else. 2k resource at the moment for him, 2k as well for the Dwarven player after taking the Dwarven Riches, 350 plus for the Mineshaft, so it's really important to possess it. It's even more than Industry, to be honest. Dwarven Riches is 350%, while Industry is 300% of structure, so it's even better. Worth to possess this PowerPoint. You don't need to go straight to tier 4, tier 3 and earn tier 4 PowerPoints. Better read the descriptions and sometimes go for something else. It could benefit you later on. The bottom words were used, and we got Man of Dale summon as well. Man of Dale summon is good against water. Water could be summoned on top of them and they all will be clear. Gloin been punched once and knocked down. And I think Carnage should be used immediately. 100% of attack and 20% of damage of armor that could be useful over here. Not happening. Battle Wagon been taken down though. Slam attack was used. Auto cast over there. And it seems that now it's Isengard who is in the really good position. He may deal a decent amount of damage towards his opponent. Let's check the command points at the moment. 775 for the Isengard player, 3k in the bag, while his opponent got the same amount of command points. And as a dwarf, you wish to have more than your opponent and in different spots on the map. We got Gimli on the battlefield. Gloin is already on the battlefield. Gimli on the battlefield using his axe throw in order to get as fast as possible level up. But Gimli is not a threat against hero killers like Warthog and Lures, to be honest. This is not a threat, and I think that Clever knew about it, that there is no way that this Lures may that this Gloin and Gimli may deal a decent amount of damage towards him if he's going to play it effectively. Mighty range for support hero King Dane is here. More and more battle wagons on the battlefield, and Gimli is moving forward. He's only level 1, but he will use the axe throw to receive level 2 and lip attack. And here we go, level 2. Lots of guardians, so this is why Clever decided to not attack his opponent. But he is still preoccupied his opponent all the way through. Good defense by the Temptation though, but he may lose the builder. Good wall hub over there, but the battle wagon been taken down. And as we can see, Gimli is still just moving forward towards those two heroes. They may bite him out, to be honest. Good crossbone trample. More and more units for the Isengard player, and he should get like 3 Uruk pits from the time being at the moment. He's going for the upgrade, so Clever got himself already heavy armor. Let's check the opponent, the Isengard player, the Dwarven player. He's going for more battle wagons and then for the upgrades. I think upgrades before battle wagon, but he is in heavy pressure. As we can see, lots of corsairs from an inn attack him on the side. It's been really annoying. So he's trying to prevent anything that may happen. Another really decent slam attack was used, level 5 on King Dane, level 5 on Gloin. And he's moving forward. Of course, this battalion is going to heal up near the base of the Isengard player. And he got himself also the Forge Blades for the pikes and Uruk-hais. So it seems that we are going to really big late game for the time being. and been taken into possession of the dwarven player just to be annoying with hobbits. Let's check the command points. We got industry, we got 600 command points filled out of 900. Isengard player seems like he's winning it for time being, but we'll see what's going to happen even in command points, but it all may change fairly quickly. Gloin and King Dane are near the furnace, so it doesn't really count. What really counts is this Gimli over there, and this is mismanagement. Those heroes shouldn't push that far, they will be killed. There is a heal, but he's not going to be used, I don't think so. Venom Wards, Mighty Range was used, so additional speed towards any kind of unit. But King Dane is here, been taken down. Those two heroes should be near Gloin, to be honest. But as we can see, they both been taken down, and now, of course, we can see it. Isengard player could go into the base of his opponent and just destroy it. Really mismanagement with the dwarven heroes over there. Those two heroes went too far into the base of the Isengard player and been punished for it. And in this point, such a mistake should be punished. Let's see what's going to happen. We got this same amount of power points that both the players could use. Of course, we got 2 tier 1 and 2 tier 2 power points for the dwarven player, while the Isengard player got tier 3 power point as well, so we got more power points additionally. And it's not looking good. I don't know why this entire army is not over here with Lurs and Wormtongue, but this Gimli can be crippled and use the stab bag in order to kill him. But Clever decided to aim for the battle wagons. This is a mistake. Lots of pikes may be killed over there. King Dane back on the battlefield. Venom wards onto the army. And he's willing to escape. Battle wagons getting into the pikes, and one of those battle wagons been taken down. And I think Clever just now realized that he's supposed to have this army near those two heroes, those two really important heroes. Backstab was used, heal was used as well. Wormtongue got to get away as fast as possible, use escape or whatever. He cannot fight here, and it seems that he's not paying attention towards those two. Lib attack was used. But here we go. Man of Dale will be summoned. Forgeworks may be taken down. Dwarf and Mithril has been bought already. There is no rebuild used, at least now. Oh, here we go. And Temptation is going to lose this Forgeworks anyway. But the entire army of the Isengard has been taken down by the mismanagement again. This time from the Isengard player. If he only combine the entire army with Lures and Wormtongue, he could win this game already. And this is why it's really frustrating. But we are just an observer, so we knew what may happen or may not. Almost 25 power points for Clever, and as we saw, most of the time he's going straight towards tier 4 power point, which is Dragon Strike. And what his Temptation is going to do, he got undermined, so he is going to attack his opponent. He's going to just to recreate the Forgeworks. Unlucky for him, he doesn't possess the blades, the upgraded blades yet. So he got to level up this Forgeworks, unfortunately. But Undermined is here, really good in knocking down heroes, knocking down any units, and to be deployed when you least expect this. But here we go, lots of deployment, lots of Guardians, and I think more Berserkers should be on the battlefield out of Clever. I know that he got already the necessary tools, he got enough resources, Dragon Strike was used. Taking down Forgeworks was important. Temptation is using the water on the structures. Of course it's not going to work. It was just for fun here. In the meantime, Guardians are going to be killed. And I don't know, again, we get lures with no army whatsoever. And wall hub will be created over here. Builder is going to be killed. Resources have been wasted. Almost level 5 for Gloin. And I feel like, for some reason, unexpected reason and weird reason, Clever is throwing the game. Even if he got himself the Dragon Strike, I don't understand his plan at the moment. You got every tool, just make more of those tools. More Uruk pits, more even work pit could be useful. Your opponent got only like Guardians and he's dealing decent amount of damage against spikes, of course, even if they are upgraded. So definitely transition could be useful. Even if it's going to be for time being. Gimli is leveling up, trying to level up to level 5. Combine the entire army also. So this army, those 2 battalions, this is not an army. Venom Ward's been used, Backstab could be used and if, in order to finish off the Gloin, to be honest. Level 7.5. And he got to get away at this point. Oh, Cripple hasn't been used. Come on, you're using the Cripple. You're using the Cripple, you kill this hero. Really good. And this is it. King Dane out of position again, and he will be catched and killed. Lures should be on the melee weapon to support with leadership this army. Anyway, really nice job killing those 2 really important heroes for Dwarf, as he threw them without any cautious. And it seems that Isengard got the advantage at the moment completely. He may create a wall over here, to be honest, to protect it from the run by the Guardians. Then level 3 Dwarf and Mighty Range was used, and Charge Attack plus Running Call. 15 power points. It calls for actually Frozen Rain, not gonna lie, or Heal and later Devastation. Hobbit, the lion's been forced to be summoned. It's not something that Temptation would like to do. He was forced to do it to protect himself. He will not be able to catch the Warthog anyway. Sorry for that. Then we got more Uruk pits. They're not being used at all for time being. Although Isengard is not really fighting and Hobbit Alliance are wasting their time. Another 20 power points. It calls for 2 tier 2 power points, which is a heal and devastation. I got to be honest with you. Or just get yourself a Palantir to boost the speed of heroes if you will be forced to evacuate from time being. King Dane back on the battlefield. He's level 6 at the moment, but there is lures. Stand on standby and ready to just cripple you and kill you. And here we go, another through of the heroes by Temptation. And King Dane has been killed. Man of Dale been summoned, a heal was used. Undermined also. So many things. This King Dane could be killed. Yeah, here we go. Watcher, Mighty Range, Carnage. But if you knock down your own hero, it's not going to happen. Maybe Builder may be killed over here. Yeah, get the Builder. Ah, Clever is not paying attention. We got at least Mithril purchase. But it doesn't seem that Temptation is going for tier 3. Maybe he doesn't have resources. Not yet. And I don't think so that he will possess resources for it. He should be killed. Let's see if... no. I thought that Clever in the meantime is going to create more and more units, but he doesn't do it, and he got only 400 command points field out of 1000. So it's not looking good, to be honest. It could be way better. But if you're playing, you concentrate on other things, maybe for an in order to take it, and this in as well. So maybe this is why we haven't seen lots of units on the battlefield. Glowing on the battlefield as well, everything goes into the mind. There is only one thing that Dwarf can do, and it's definitely not defending his base. He's already in the really tough position, and to be honest, I don't know how he's going to manage it, how he's going to win it. He shouldn't, to be honest. He shouldn't win this at this point of the game. Dwarven heroes level up. Lurs is on his own. Lurs on his own. He's the support hero and hero killer. He should be with an army. But here we go. Venom Wards and Poison Stinger killing the almighty King Dane. And Gloin will be next. Gloin will be next. Level 9 for Wurmtongue. It calls for the escape or the Venom Wards. For anything. Okay, there is an escape. Move and... well, he's going away. He's not going to attack his opponent. This siege work should be delayed. Do not waste resources. We all know that Clever possesses decent amount of resources already, but you don't want to waste any of them. And if you're going Lumbermills, you definitely would like to go for Fury of Fire at this point of the game to get even more resources, just because you got lots of Lumbermills. Glowing on the battlefield, still running around. And they are equal in amount of units that they possess. It seems that Clever is not producing units in the meantime while he's attacking. And Saruman on the battlefield for the first time. We can see him over there. Let's see if Forge Works is on level 3. Not yet, so it is not time for Forge Blades for the Dwarven player, it seems. Although he got enough resources. And he stabilized his base for the time being. He's not taking an inn, maybe it's a mismanagement. Level 9 for Wurmtongue, and this is scary. On level 10 he can take control over the enemy's hero. Of course he will stay for like 10 seconds, and in this time he could be killed by Gloin or Gimli, but it's worth a try. Level 2 on the Saruman. 3k resources at the moment. This shouldn't happen. Those Guardian has been spotted, so some battalion could take them down, but it seems that Clever is spread across the entire map, and this is weird. 26 power points for him also. Frozen Rain. You can debuff everything, but definitely something like Devastation Heal was taken, so this is really good. Devastation could be here as well to stomp those units. And then maybe Fury of Fire, as I mentioned before. We got Cloudbreak, use Venom Wards, and is it going to be a backstab? No, escape will be used, I guess. No, escape is not available. This Wurmtongue should get away as fast as possible. There is King Dane punching him, and he's getting away. He was used also. King Dane low on health. He was used on the Dwarven player to help this King Dane stay alive. Don't hold your hero on the hold grandstands when you're willing to run. It's good if you're tanking damage, but not if you're running. 16 power points at the moment for Clever. It calls for Fury of Fire, to be honest. I know you get 2k resources and this is enough, but if you're going for more and more lumbers, Fury of Fire is your friend. And where is Lures? Lures got to be here. Here we go. Cripple was used. Just skip this Gimli at the moment. I'm going to be honest. Skip this Gimli. Don't use anything on her. Backstab was used on him. You don't need to do it. You just skip this hero once and for all. And there is an Undermine again defensively to knock down units and to repositionize them. Gimli being free, but he will be knocked down again by Saruman. Really good choice here. And the Isengard army got to regroup. Another dragon is going to be used to take down maybe the Forge Works again on level 3. As we can see, Forge Blades hasn't been researched yet. Forge Work is staying here and Forge Blades are going to be purchased. Let's see if Clever allow Temptation to research those Forge Blades already. No. So Forge Blades are not going to be with us for additional minutes. We got at least King Dane mounted. And this is why we're watching this replay, because we love King's Dane mounting on his bow. Or boar. We call it a pig, so anyway, let's call it a pig. Let's call it on its real name. It's a pig. Let's go into the game. More Uruk-hais. 14 power points at the moment, almost 15 for the Isengard player. Fireball and Wizard Blast available. No heal, no Palantir available. And it calls for Devastation to stomp this Gloin at the moment. And Devastation is not used, it's not going to be used. Boar is getting away. And Lures is still... heal was used, Lure's been killed, shouldn't happened. This is why Devastation is your friend in such a weird position. You can stamp all those units. Oh, Warthog low in health, but also the King Dane low in health. This is painful. Warthog trying to get away, almost level 10. This is great. Looking better and better. He may not be able to escape though. Oh, almost. Level 6 for the battle wagon right off the bat. There is an axe throw into the Saruman, and Saruman got to get away as fast as possible. Why I feel like this game could be over 10 times already. And we got 21 power points for the Clever. And no Fury of Fire. Look at the amount of... Look at this. Look at the amount of lumber mills that he creates over the map. And no single Fury of Fire. This is disappointing, man. $23 power points. But he is going for the Summon Dragon, it seems. He could finish this game like at least 5 minutes ago, but he doesn't want to. Maybe he wants to see as we wants to see King Dane on his bow, on his boar or a pig. Oh, Palantir was used and Gimli has been killed. A little bit skirmish over there. There is the summon dragon. And it's going to be summoned into the base, but there is no backup. There is no backup. You just summon this dragon and to deal damage, maybe destroy the production structure, which is a goal. 3 Hollow Warriors. They all will be taken down, or supposed to be taken down by this dragon. Just don't touch the fortress, touch those production structures. Let's check the dwarf player. 19 power points. Barrage, defensively maybe. Again. Oh, dragon doing nothing. This is bad sign. But Fort Watch is going down. Mighty Rage was used defensively to debuff units. It doesn't really matter. Okay, I mean, now is the time. Now is the time to attack the fortress. Take down only this half warriors. And you are able to attack. You get decent amount of units. Your opponent is not producing anything at the moment because he cannot. He doesn't have lots of resources. His tower's expansion has been taken down. Barrage been used on his own fortress, dealing damage to his own fortress. Undermine was used on his own builder to kill his own builder, so it means only one thing, he is give up. He just give up this game. There is a Watcher, Hobbit Alliance and Man of Dale been summoned, just to be summoned. And Cloudbreak was used just to be cancelled by Frozen Rain. Of course, the stun is going to stay here for like 10 seconds, but no longer. Heal was used. And look at this. You got 17 power points. If you use Devastation, when this Gimli is on the Slayer mode, you can stun him, then you can cripple him, and then you can escape with Lures. But you don't want to invest those power points for some reason in anything. You thought that you got everything under control. Because it's true, but you prolong this game. Lonely Tower summon with all the upgrades. You're not going into the fortress of your opponent if there are heroes nearby. And you don't possess lures. Warpnog only on level 10, almost on level 10. Palantir wasted. You don't need to use it when you are attacking the base of the opponent and your opponent is out of position, and you even knock down those heroes, so they will be in no time. Corrupt Allegiance is here. You can take possession under one of those heroes, and this is actually what's going to happen. Here we go. Now you need to press escape and escape with a Wormtongue. If you're not going to do it, Wormtongue is going to be killed. And if Wormtongue is going to be killed, then this King Dane, or rather Gloin, is not going to be in your possession. And it just happened. Level 8 for the Gimli. This is why you should take always possession under the tougher hero that can deal more damage. Because you can knock down Gloin with Saruman, as we can see, but you cannot do the same with Gimli. Mighty Range was used defensively to debuff units. The fortress is low in health. It's lower in health. It's not low in health, but it's lower in health. Fury of Fire been purchased at the moment while you're ending the game, and Cloverwood possessed all the power points at this point. While Dwarven player used all his power points that he possessed. Except Shadowhammer, and I think Shadowhammer is going to be used just in order to clear up this army. Another good lip towards Saruman to kill him off as fast as possible, and here we go. Shadowhammer to clear up the army. King Dane was killed by the pikes, by this battalion of pikes that received level 6. In the meantime, Shadowhammer was used. Those units are still alive, more and more coming. There is nothing that Dwarf could do at this point. He used all his abilities, he got the Slayer and it's going to be used at the moment, but it's not going to end up well for him as he doesn't possess anything else. More and more Berserkers. I don't know why when you get upgraded units and you can purchase upgraded units, you're going for Berserkers. Mighty Citadel is on the battlefield. This is a super weird game. It should be over for like 10 minutes ago or so, and it's still running. Maybe it's just that people like to prolong their games. I'm doing the same sometimes, so it's maybe the case. Although level almost 10 for Gimli, at level 10 for Gloin, we got a Mighty Catapult with a Citadel. Citadel could be upgraded. As we can see, the upgrade of the fortress is low, but as we can see also, Dwarven player doesn't really possess the resources to do so. Axe Towers expansions are going to be added into the fortress that is really low in health, no rebuild available, no Dwarven Reaches not yet available, forced to create a wall hub defensively, and we got Mighty Catapult used here to punch all those units. Also Mineshaft been used here to punch back any kind of units that are remaining on the battlefield. Lures is here actually, and he will get away as fast as possible. It's not looking good for the Dwarven player, but those Berserkers in this point of the game, as we can see, they're not dealing that much damage. Rebuild is here to be used, but it's not going to be used at all for some reason. There is an axe throw, but it's not going to finish anything. The Lonely Tower also. Lip was used to knock down the Berserkers and maybe get into the Undermine, but it's not going to happen. And Gimli is going to be killed here, level 5 for the Berserker at this point. And the wall is going to be created against Gloin. Of course, Gloin can use Shake Foundation on the slam attack in order to deal with it, but it's only going to be a waste. As we can see, no additional command points, only one Mineshaft for the Dwarven player with the Dwarven Reaches on it. Citadel got the time remain, so this is it. This is going to be the end. Rebuild and heal available, but no resources. It calls for GG. Tower expansions. And last slam attack was used, taking down his own tower expansion. Dragon Strike is going to be used, so Clever is going to kill his own units. But here we go with a Shake Foundation attack again. Gloin has been killed. And because of Shudderhammer, Lures went away, but he will be killed by the friendly fire as well. And now the remaining of the army of Isengard are going to finish up the fortress. Although there is a rebuilt Hobbit Alliance will be available in a couple of seconds. I don't think so that any of those power points matter and will be used in the span of the game. This is it. Temptation has been defeated. Decent, almost 1 hour game. Could be finished faster by the Isengard player if he only wants to utilize his power points that he possessed. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy. Feel free to rate, comment, subscribe, and also remember, may the force be with you.